Good morning, and thank you so much for letting us be a part of your day. I say us because Katie Shannon has arrived from the Maui Humane Society. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. How you doing?
I'm good.
Well, let's talk about the Maui Humane Society. My experiences so far have been really wonderful, by the way. I had two cats that we had adopted and had to get fixed, and that whole experience was really cool.
Good.
So then my sons found a dog one day coming home from school, and they brought it home, and I said, well, we can't have a dog at this point. So they walked around the neighborhood trying to find the owner, and we had to bring it to the Humane Society, and it was a one. They felt very comfortable with doing what they're doing, and just because of the crew there.
Yeah.
Made them feel so good.
Well, Ed, you did the right thing. You walked around your neighborhood. Oftentimes people will find stray animals and bring them straight to the shelter, but in reality, more times they are just a few doors down from their home.
Gotcha.
So make sure...
Exploring the neighborhood.
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about the animal population over at the Maui Humane Society. What's going on there?
Yeah, we do have a tremendous animal population right now, especially dogs. We have over 100 dogs in our care right now.
Really?
Yes. And
that's a lot of dogs.
it is a lot of dogs. And we should have, ideally none, but really about 50 or 60 in our care. And so sometimes that increases up to 120 or so.
Wow.
Yeah. And so what we're asking people to do is to come down and to adopt or foster. Our Pause to Adopt program is really tremendous because it allows people to kind of do a trial with the animal in their own home before they sign the dotted line.
What's that called again?
Pause to Adopt.
Pause to Adopt.
So you can just make sure that it's a good match for you and for the animal in your own home. And so any animal is allowed to go onto Pause to Adopt. And if people are interested in coming down, we're open until 5 p.m., but on St. Patrick's Day, we will be open until 7 p.m.
Ah.
Yes, so For people who typically work 9 to 5 and aren't able to come down to the shelter, we're going to be open late. So come find your pot of gold at Maui Humane Society.
Now, the other thing I wanted to ask you about, you just said foster. What's involved in fostering an animal? Obviously, from the name, it's a temporary situation.
Exactly. It is temporary, it is free, and all the supplies are provided to the foster family. So really what they're providing is the love and the home for the animal.
All right. Is that just because we've got too many animals in the shelter and they need to be somewhere where they get some special attention?
Yeah, we're a firm believer that no animals should be in the shelter. They should be in homes. And so fostering really allows them to decompress from the stressors of shelter life in a home, and they get to bond with people. You really learn so much about animals when they're in a home and outside of the shelter. And so from a temporary standpoint, we just get to learn so much about the animal in a home. And then, some people say they can't have it for forever.
Right.
They aren't interested in adopting, but fostering is perfect for that because it can just be a 1 week or a 2 week opportunity for you. And, if you're then going on vacation, you bring back the dog and hopefully we have another foster family for it.
Gives you time to find a family.
Exactly.
Now, I didn't know there was a kitten season.
Yes, every spring. Every spring there's a kitten season.
There's a kitten. Springtime is kitten season. So it's sort of like whales and humans.
So yes, kitten season is happening now. And what we're really asking people to do is to leave the kittens where they're sitting. And that means if you find a litter of kittens that are warm and plump and round, leave them exactly where they are because mama cat is likely going out and hunting. She is doing her own thing. She's a single mom. And just because those kittens don't have mom with them right now doesn't mean that she's abandoned them.
Gotcha.
So, more often than not, mom is just out and about and is going to be coming back. But if the cats are injured or they have, they've got like crusty eyes or any discharge coming out of their nose, that's when you should call Maui Humane Society.
So if I'm driving down the road after dropping my son off at his girlfriend's house and I turn the corner and there's a cute little kitten just sitting there looking at the world and the urge is to stop and, oh, you must be lost, I'll take care of you. That's not the thing to do.
And, you know, it is so hard not to. So many people think that they're doing the right thing by
Right,
just bringing
yeah.
these kittens into us. But in reality, mom could actually be moving the nest, which means maybe she's already taken sibling 1, 2, and 3 to their new nest, and she's coming back for the 4th one.
Now, I understand you guys got a pretty hilarious video about kitten season. That's on your website?
Yes, it's on our website, it's on our Facebook, it's on our Instagram, and it's basically... It's our marketing team, actually, talking about, bringing the kittens to the shelter. And then there's a kitten fairy godmother who's like, hey, think about this for a second.
I've got to check this out.
Yeah.
All right. Tell me about the spring break party.
Oh, yes. The spring break party is happening on March 25th at the Andaz on the Nohea lawn, overlooking the pools and the beautiful sunset. It's from 5 to 7, and we'll have a live DJ. We're going to be making hokuleis for yourselves or for shelter animals, and it's just going to be a wonderful way that you can support Maui Humane Society, because all of the proceeds go back to Maui Humane Society animals.
Which means they stay right here on this island.
Yes, they
which
do.
Is really cool. So where are tickets available?
You can purchase the tickets at mauihumanesociety.org. It's right there on the front homepage, and you'll see basically like a blue box that has cool animals kind of hanging in little floaties. So we really hope to see the community there. You know, there are so many people who want to foster, that want to adopt, but they can't.
Right.
And so this is a perfect way for people to be able to support the animals on Maui.
Okay, so if you can't foster an animal, you can't adopt an animal, you can still, because I know there's a ton of us that drive by there every day.
Yeah.
We can still support the efforts of the Maui Humane Society, and this is a good way to do that.
Absolutely.
March 25th on DAS, you can check out the Maui Humane Society website for all the information. Katie, did we miss anything? Anything else you want to pass on to our listeners?
If you've got a dog, we've got new licenses that have come in. They've got QR tags. They are new. They're trying to help animals stay with their
QR
owners.
tags.
Yes, so the license tag is actually a QR code.
Okay.
And so it is wonderful. People just need to know about it if their license has been expired.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Katie, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For stopping by and talking with us today. And again, we want to remind you, March 25th, if you can't adopt an animal, you can't foster an animal, the Maui Humane Society still needs your help, and a good way to do that would be a part of the spring break party, March 25th at the Andaz. Check out their website for all the information. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much.